Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 here at Rawslowgaming, where we're playing Basque City Football Club and trying to take them to the top of Premier League and beyond. Here we are in our second season and the first season in Vanarama National League, and we're fighting bravely for not getting relegated, and we're doing so at that level here so far, the first quarter of the season or so. As you see, we are 20th in the league, and we're having a match that should be all right. Harrogate, where are you in the league? Well, you're somewhere. You're actually 8th, so probably a bit of a hard match, but that will be in 4 days, and we will meet up, so to say, in 4 days at the match day, if nothing super interesting happens before that. So the match preview says that we are slight underdogs here against Harrogate, so hopefully we can do an upset here and sort of continue the form that we have been on. We certainly hope so. We still have Sanko injured, of course. Mirren is out. Smith is still suspended. Motruk here is still a little bit on the not a good side, so to say, but he can play a little bit, and maximum 45 minutes per match, so he's perfect for the bench. So we'll move him up to the bench place. And Asset Smith is still suspended there, so he will go in instead of Price, as that is done, and Price will go to the bench. And Clark there, we are having Motruk there now. Yes, Motruk, I don't know. Who do you have there? Reigns, no. Pearson, Sanko. So we have Sanko there, who are injured, right? Yeah. Right, so yeah, Clark will get to play for a while there, definitely. We shouldn't have Healy there, should we? Or should we? Is that correct? That is correct. I'm just a bit confused. A little bit. A little while since I picked up the game a lot, so getting a little bit confused there. Is anyone tired? Well, Hackett is tired here. So I guess we'll put in Simpson there instead. Unfortunately, so to say, because he's a lot worse. But he will get his chance here for one match and one match only, since Smith is still suspended. But we'll go to the match like this and comment it like we always do, and hand over to assistant also, as we always do, and hope for the best here. So let's see here what happens. We got 5 minutes in and nothing as of yet. We do get highlights in this game, of course. We are having them on a low. The first one here for Harrogate, and it's a goal for Harrogate Town here, very unfortunately in the 18th minute on a corner, and not the greatest angle there for that action, and not on the replay either. Doesn't look like any terrible mistake was made there, but of course it wasn't really what we wanted to see. And our assistant there apparently actually managed to shout something good, and we did that as well, shouting something good, that is. So far we haven't hit the target once, which definitely seems like an issue to me at least. And yeah, 0-1 after halftime. Looks pretty even. We sort of seem to be dominating, but we are not hitting the target, as said, so that's obviously not good enough. So speaking about that, we will shout the man more here. That's the first thing that happens here in the second half. And we also have a highlight here for Harrogate on the right hand side. Kieran with the ball, but managing to lose it here. Pearson on a run here on the left hand side, really champion or pinning down there. Tries to cross it but fails, and the ball back to Burko. He crosses it into the middle to Price, to Simpson, and back to Price up towards Pearson, heading it into Bronton, crosses it again and Britton, and it's a goal, but it's been disallowed for offside. Actually, sort of saw that pretty easily, and that looked quite, suspicious. Yeah, a long way offside, actually, which is unfortunate. Would have been very nice to get in with an equalizer already there. All right, so it's time to put in Motruk here instead of Clark, who's tired, and we'll put in Asante instead of Brandt. And who is second tired after that? That is Price, but we don't really want to put in Hackett since he's sort of is resting. So we'll put in Baxter instead of Taylor. That's definitely a weak change, so to say, but everyone needs some rest. So we'll keep shouting here, show some passion. Didn't do anything. So we'll shout the man over here the next time. The stats are looking quite a lot like we deserve a goal here or something, but doesn't really seem like it. We have another highlight here in the 81st minute, and it's a shot for Harrogate just over the crossbar there. Very nearly another really good chance. So we'll shout the man over here. And only extra time to go, and it looks like it will be full time, and there we have it. The full time result 0-1 for Basseter's Harrogate. Shots 14-11, shots on target 5-4, and possession 60-40%. So obviously we sort of deserved at least a draw there, looking on the stats, and overall there weren't really any changes or not changes. Chances as such in the match other than that corner, to be honest. So kind of feel a little bit robbed there, and also dropped down in the 21st place or back into the relegation zone after that match, unfortunately. And I saw that we have a tough match coming up against Torquay, who are third in the league. 1187 attending in that game, and I said we will be meeting Torquay next, and that will be in 7 days, so a short little break, and I'll see you there. And we're back here for the match against Torquay, and as you see, we are heavily underdogs here, so very likely that we'll see a bad loss here, to be honest, but we'll try our best as we always do. And we'll turn things around here a bit. We'll put Hackett back in alongside Price there, and he will be allowed to play as a Messala. And we'll bring in Smith there alongside him, and we'll bring in Price instead of Simpson. On the bench, Motruk will stay here, and we'll play 45 minutes or so. And we still have the best players here, so we'll continue like this and see if we can't manage to do better here. We did change our mentality to defensive here for this match, as suggested by the assistant manager. And a top team in the league after just being promoted, I can't say against that to go in a little bit of a more defensive mentality. I don't think that could be really that wrong. So we'll see what happens here. So first highlight of the match that we get to see is this free kick by Torquay, and it's quite far off, really, to be honest, from the framework or so to say, but the leg went out there and saved it out for a corner that comes here, and it's cleared, but getting all back to Torquay here and crosses it and heading out 2 times, and decent header there, but safe hands by a leg, so all saved there. And that were it for the first 30 minutes in terms of highlights. So another match that is not that highlight rich, at least not so far. And First highlight here for Bass, maybe in the 33rd minute, Hackett with the ball, passing it wide to Clark, pushing it into Britain, and it's been disallowed again, the goal that came for offside. So that's 2 matches in a row that's Britain been offside. And this time, not at all that much, but still enough to be offside. And yeah, very frustrating there. We could have taken the lead in this match, not what I would have expected to lead after halftime or at halftime. And we are not leading, and very good save there, even though it were straight at leg there. That had a very dangerous free kick from Torquay, but we managed to keep it safe, so to say. And a good goal kick there by Leg as well. Hackett playing here to Pearson on the left-hand side, and a chance to cross it, but he fails, and the ball didn't go out for a throw-in. It looked like it would, but it didn't. And the ball is back to Bath here and to our defenders, Healy here with a pass that were very poorly addressed. So Torquay here with a chance to do a sort of a counter-attack, but it's not really in a counter-attack situation. So slowly building up play here and coming up towards the penalty area, and it shoots, and it's a goal. Very unfortunate here for Bath City, and Torquay takes the lead, and it's now 0-1 for Bath City versus Torquay in the 43rd minute. And Torquay probably going into the half-time with a lead. A real power shot there from a little, and not too much to do by Leg. And yeah, there we have it, the end of the first half. So let's continue the second half here and see what we can do. I think not too much, unfortunately, but we'll try here. And while we are running the second half here, remember to smash that like button if you're enjoying the show. Also, if you haven't done so yet and want to follow along on our journey towards Premier League, do make sure to hit that subscribe button. And as you're doing that, you can hit that small notification bell if you want to be really sure to not miss out on anything at all. And yeah, also if you want to support the channel even more, I'm super humble if you would even consider that. Check out the links in the description for good price to buy Football Manager and membership perks and all of that stuff. So I think we'll do 3 sub thing here again, straight off in the 66th minute, and risk it, so to say. And we'll start a little bit with some shouts here. We'll show some passion. I think that's the only one that could really work at all here in this stage of the match. And we do have a highlight here, a free kick by Bassett and Hackett, and it's a goal for Bassett here. And we equalize in the 88th minute, and definitely the right minute to do that. And yeah, that might mean we are getting away with 1 point here. Really good free kick by Hackett there, so great stuff. And very happy to get the ball in. 3 minutes of extra time that has gone by now, and we managed to snatch up 1 point. So full time result for Bassett versus Torquay is 1-1. Shots 6-17, shots on target 1-10, and possession 57-43%. So well deserved. No, not really, but were the result well deserved in the last match? No, not really. So I think it sort of evens it out. And yeah, 1-1 league table. That brought us up to 21st place, but we have 1 more game played than all of the rest of the team, so not too much to say hey to about. But yeah, we will be back in, well, 7 days again here or so against Southport, and short break and see you there. And welcome then to the preview of the last match of this episode, and it's against Southport here. And we see that this is actually definitely a 6-point kind of match, as they are 19th in the league and we are 22nd. Only 2 points between us, so a win here would mean a lot to us. That is for sure. Motruk still probably not really should play full time, or should he? Well, I think he can play a full match, so we'll put the Motruk in here. And it's not Motruk that should play there, I see. It's where do we have you? Reigns? Right? No, who did we have there? I'm already confused. How could I become confused with that? I know who we have. Where are you? We had Clark there. Clark, you are back there. And Reigns is not the player that should be on the bench. It's Mutruk. And the player that we want to have there is, of course, Sanko, but he's still injured. So no changes there. And everyone is a match fit, so we'll continue here and hope for another good match here that we had against as we had against Torquay. We have changed to a more balanced mentality here for this match, though. So hopefully that will work out for us, and we'll see where we end up here. So 10 minutes in, and we have our first highlight here. Hackett with another free kick, and Pearson, and it's a goal for Bassett here in the 8th minute. So we do take the lead here early on in this match, which is lovely, to be honest. And let's hope that we can keep this together for the whole match and make a little bit of a run from it, so to say, away from the relegation zone. That is definitely our target for this season, to stay very clear of it. I would actually say that realistically or so, we could reach a mid-table finish. That is really more where I would want to be in, like 14, 15, 16 or something like that. Middle of the table, but the lower half would be my target, so a little bit higher than just staying clear of the relegation. But yeah, a really good free kick there by Southport, but Leg managing to save there. So Leg is definitely a big asset that we managed to sign last season, and I'm very happy about that. And another highlight here in the 41st minute, Hackett with a free kick in superb position, and it's another goal for Bassett here, and we extended the lead to 2-0 here just before the end of the first half, which is again very lovely. Very, very happy with that, and another superb free kick by Hackett. So that's very, very nice to have him in the team, even though if it's only on a loan. So we're leading 2-0 here, going into the second half, and it looks pretty fair looking at the ratings or stats. Probably maybe a little bit more than deserved, more than we deserve. Probably deserve to lead with like 1 goal, but it's fine. First highlight here in the second half is cornered by Southport, but heading that over the crossbar, not by much, but still over. So we were quite alright with that. And I see here that Rowan is pretty tired. He's playing really well, but pretty tired. So I think he definitely needs to get a bit of a rest. So a little bit on the late side, maybe, but we bring him in as still. We'll take Brunt off here. He's not really having a superb game again. He's been not having superb games so far. This duo, Brunt and Britton, not at all as they did last season, where they were superb together. And we'll take off Pearson here, even though he's having a very good game, just to rest him a little bit. We really want our players in general to be as fresh as they can throughout the season. And yeah, looking at the stats there, we are definitely dominating this game. Last highlight of the match here, maybe Southport with a corner, but we managed to clear it on the goal line. So very nice stuff there by the defenders and everything. And another corner that Southport did. They managed to take control of the ball 2 times, but not really get into anything if nothing comes here. And that doesn't seem to be the case. Clear nearby Bath players, but not really reaching anyone. And there we have it, full time. And the final result for Bath City versus Southport is 2-0. Shots 16-13, shots on target 9-4, and possession 56-44%. So as I said, a well-deserved win in the end, I would say, and everyone playing very nice. So proud of the lads there. And after that match, we are as at 19th in the league, and we have a few short days, and we are going to meet Boreham Woods in the first match of the next episode. So hopefully we can keep building on what we have here. And as you see, it's very close here between 22nd and 15th place. And I said 15th place or something like that would be within reach and sort of where we want to come. And yeah, that will be everything for this episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you here soon again. And with that said, bye-bye. You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.